Served in just an hour on BBC Two. After a spellbinding Strictly preview, we just love their spooky set.
Where is everyone? We're about to go live for our Halloween special. I've got no guests. What am I going to do?
Hello, love.
Russell Grant, thank goodness you're here.
I can help save your show, Zoe.
Fantastic.
Round the cauldron we shall go. Let's magic up some guests for the show.
Ooh. Oh, great. Ori and Joanne.
Eye of Paso and toe of Tango.
Lovely. It's Anastasia and Brendan. I love it.
A sprinkling of glitter to really make the cauldron bubble.
Oh, Claudia and AJ too. This is wonderful. A few more celebrity guests would be nice.
What about me?
Oh, yes, as well as you, Russell.
OK. Double, toil and trouble. Save this, it takes two from the rubble. Wait and see. This should be it, my love.
It was the overtones. Fantastic. Oh, and Elaine Page and Lisa Snowdon. The show is saved.
Uh-oh. Well, I think I've gone too far with this one.
What do you mean?
Hi, darling. I'm here for the show. Where is my dressing robe?
No!
Live from London, this is Strictly It Takes Two.
Thank you. Hello. Welcome to It Takes Two. There are only 24 hours and 41 minutes and 54 seconds to wait until Strictly's Halloween special. We may have got a little bit carried away, but don't be afraid, because we have a frighteningly good show in store for you tonight. I told you we got carried away. Can I just say thank you to Weedo for our amazing set tonight? Brilliant. We cost him £3. First up, for most of today, the class of 2016 have been at Strictly HQ, putting the finishing touches on tomorrow night's ghoulish delights. And TV's bravest reporter, Gethin Jones, was there this morning to preview some of the horrors they have in store.
Welcome to the Strictly Ballroom. Rehearsals are underway, ready for tomorrow night. Thank you very much, Natalie Lowe. This is the pro dance at the moment. Thank you very much, Aliasha. Oti, how's it? Get off me. How's it going?
It's going well. Well, thanks.
I can see they're very busy preparing for Halloween tomorrow night.
So preparing to Halloween night tomorrow.
See you later. I need to go and find the couples. Get back to work.
Somebody vying for his job there. More tricks and treats from Gethin later in the show. Now, for our first guest of the night, who had our hearts racing on Saturday, tomorrow night they do it all again, but not before we sink our teeth into them. It's Claudia and AJ.
I wanted to join in so much. The bounce action suffered because of the speed of it.
You're a beautiful dancer. I enjoyed the party spirit. Young hearts, run free.
Welcome and congratulations on that speedy samba last weekend. It was spectacular. How was it for you? You looked like you were loving it.
Absolutely was loving it. You see my face, I was like smiling all the time. And I just enjoyed every second of it. It was very fast. So I couldn't breathe towards the end. I actually was ill at the beginning of the week, so we only had 2 and a bit days.
You did all of that in 2 and a bit days?
She's amazing.
That's how
Absolutely
good she
amazing.
is. It's amazing. And you started there, up on the desk, sort of above the noses of all the judges. I mean, was that quite scary? What was going through your head at that point?
You honestly want to know what's going through my head? Well, I was stood there and I was like, don't fart.
Oh, my goodness me. Not on Len Goodman. You
No,
definitely...
it's very nerve-wracking. Very nerve-wracking.
That's hilarious. Great points from the judges. Hilarious. It's a Halloween show. We've already had a fart. It's perfect. Great points from all of the judges and a 9 from Bruno. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That's so good. You were
Bruno
chuffed
loved
to
the
bits.
speed. He absolutely loved it, so I was just chuffed. It was amazing. She did it in 2.5 days. She'd
Yeah.
been thrown up all week, so the pressure was on. And obviously, starting on the judges' tables,
All of it.
it gave me a heart attack thinking of it.
I know, you're down on the floor having a lovely time. Len did feel that perhaps a bit of technique was sacrificed because of the speed of it, AJ. What did you think to that comment?
We gave him a very slow stationary samba walk just to show our hip action. And then we ran around the room very quickly doing our samba. So we gave him the slow part so we could see that she could obviously dance.
Yeah.
And then we just smashed it around the room.
I did. It was fantastic. With
We
a
had a
giant
6-foot glitter ball in the middle.
What more could you want? I want to know what's happened to that, actually. We might have to borrow it afterwards. And, I mean, you couldn't really have given it any more than that, could you?
It was amazing on the night. She did me so proud, and it was just... She started on the judges' table.
Yeah.
She was shaking it, the best dress ever.
Amazing choreography as well. He
He's
worked
good, isn't he?
very hard to do that.
I know. And on his own
very
for 2
proud.
of the days.
Yes.
The thing is, you closed the show. Is that a good thing? I mean, you're a competitor. You've got that amazing drive. Or is it even more pressured, closing the show?
I do like starting right at the start, just because so it's out of the way, I get to sit down and watch everyone. I was stressing the whole time I was sat there and I was like, OK, when am I going? When am I going? He's like, not yet, till the end. And
The legs were shaking before.
The knees go.
Yes,
You get
but
that knee wobble, yeah?
as soon as I did it, I was just so happy and I enjoyed all of it.
I know, and we absolutely loved it. And also, I must say, happy birthday for Monday.
Yeah, happy birthday!
19! You are a baby. Did AJ get you a present and did he give you a day off?
Yes, he gave me a day off and he did give me a lovely present. He got me a daisy perfume and, like, body cream and stuff. So obviously I smell something.
Yeah, obviously.
And I got you a little yumpkin, a yummy pumpkin.
Oh, yeah.
A yumpkin.
Is that a thing now?
It's a thing now, and it's awesome.
OK,
That
a
was yummy.
yumpkin. I'm liking the sound of that. This week, American Smooth to Little Mix, Black Magic.
Yes.
It's my little girl Nellie's favourite.
I
She's
can't
here
wait.
tonight dressed as a cat. How's it gone in training this week?
It's going amazingly. The lifts are epic.
They're
and,
gonna be spectacular.
They're going to
Yeah.
be insane. And the finish it's a special finish.
We
So
really hope it goes up to plan because we were struggling a little bit on the technique going into it. We had to change it a few times, but hopefully on Saturday night it will go to plan.
I mean, the thing is with you two, the lifts could just be ridiculous. We'll be like, how are
Never
they
know what to
even
expect.
doing that? How many lifts have you got?
we've only got the 3, but like the last one goes like 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. So like the one that she never technically touches the 4th.
OK.
So she's kind of just in the air for the last 30 seconds.
That's
so it's
right.
all good.
Don't worry, I'm not marking it down or anything like that. It's brilliant. You've got your gym coaches coming
Yes.
to watch you on Saturday. Now, does that excite you or does that scare you a little bit?
Both. It does excite me because the only reason why I'm here and doing everything is because they've worked me so hard to get there, to do everything for my best of my possibilities, and they've been absolutely incredible. They've helped me so much. So for them to come and watch me, it would be amazing. But then when I see them, I'll be like, up straight, trying to be all
Pressure is
like
on.
this with my wrists when I shouldn't. When AJ said, straighten up your wrists. So.
And you said to Claudia last week, you've never dressed up for Halloween.
No, never.
What an initiation it is going to
know.
be.
It's going to be awesome. The
Pretty
studio
scary.
is just out of this world, so...
It really is. We cannot wait to see your outfits and we can't wait to see those lifts. Good luck this weekend.
Thank
Claudia
you.
and AJ! Now, as the competition continues to heat up, the stakes have never been higher. And this weekend, Halloween will claim its next victim. It's time for our Strictly Stars to face their demons.
I wake up in the morning and I feel so sick with nerves, and it gets worse and worse and worse progressively all the way through the day.
The scariest part of the whole weekend for me is just when we're about to be called down the stairs. It is terrifying. absolutely terrifying.
The scariest thing is knowing in advance it might go wrong. It's that sense that you've got to deliver. You've taken a risk if it goes wrong, you've got to get out of it. I'm learning that it's not always all right on the nights.
I'm very nervous, I feel a little bit sick, and I'm going through all the moves in my head before I perform.
Before I'm about to dance, I assume everything's going to go horribly wrong. I'm so completely terrified. There is nothing like it.
I think the scariest part is before the dance, because it's just one shot that you get.
When I'm actually dancing, I just try and be in that moment and just to enjoy it.
It gives me this real rush of adrenaline and this desire just to do well.
When I'm actually dancing, I'm usually lost in the music and hopefully letting my body do what it knows how to do.
You don't really have a lot of time to think. Normally when the song comes on, it kind of comes back automatically.
It's getting emotional. This week, I personally delved deep into my phone book to enlist 3 of the greatest Friday panellists of our time. But who did I call? No, I didn't call them. I called Lisa Snowdon, Russell Grant and Elaine Paige. Love you, darling. What an entrance, Lisa Snowdon. Jealous of the boots. Russell, look at those shoes. You look divine, all of you.
Thank you.
Oh, look, I love that.
We are the shoe people.
You are.
We've got the shoes on.
The pack squad. Talk about squad ghouls. I worked on that. It's Halloween. Lisa, do you get excited about the Halloween Strictly show?
I'm just excited about Saturday night.
Yes.
The fact that it's Halloween is a bonus.
Yes.
I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, the costumes, the extra drama.
I know, the wigs. It's a nightmare for
a
hair
little
and
bit
makeup.
silliness, exactly.
Exactly. And Russell, does it bring back lovely memories when you danced on Halloween? Let's remind ourselves. Oh, no. You little devil with Flavia.
I know.
Dancing Better the Devil You Know, didn't you?
It was a great number. And when I came off, Kylie had done a little Twitter to me.
Nice.
And then you got a special message from her on the Monday. Do you remember?
I know. I love life like that, isn't
you
it?
are just wonderful.
Elaine Paige is here, ladies and gentlemen. She is a goddess. You're in the middle of a tour at the moment, Elaine. Tell us about it.
Well, it's wonderful because it's a bit like Strictly. I'm only performing at weekends.
How lovely.
It's marvellous, but the only thing is that I'm kind of going all over the country every weekend, end up at Drury Lane in December. It's taken me 2.5 months. So, as I say, it's a bit like it's a marathon. It's like being on Strictly, but it's good fun.
Are you still managing to keep up with Strictly, obviously?
Just about, because obviously I have to tape it, can't actually see it live. So I have to make sure I avoid anybody that might tell me what's gone on, what's happened. Monday, sit down, toes up, on the sofa, glass of wine, and Strictly Fest.
I love that image of EP. Let's discuss our ladies first, then, this week for Halloween. We're going to start with Daisy and Aliash. They're doing a paso doble. Now, Lisa, this dance, can they avoid the bottom 2 this week? So it was a bit of a shocker for them last week. I didn't see that one coming at all.
No.
How's she looking?
I think she's a beautiful dancer. And I think their partnership is really good. You know, they're gorgeous, they're hot, and they kind of need that spice for the paso doble, don't you?
You definitely do.
She's looking good, though. Really, really good.
You do. I sort of feel confident watching her do that already.
Because she's got the drama, hasn't she?
She has.
You know what I mean? She's got that kind of attitude. That's what you need.
And Aliash is just divine, whatever
Beautiful,
he does.
exactly.
I know, even when he does the soft dances.
Yeah.
So he brings
Whatever he
character out.
does, that man is special.
He is very special.
He's got
I think that people agreeing there in the audience. Anastasia and Brendan, they have the jive this weekend. Brendan is back.
Hey! He's back!
He scores last week. Your boy, you knew. They're doing a jive. Here they are in training. Now, what do you think, Russell? Loving Brendan's get-up there, salmon short, beautiful. How does this look to you, Russell?
Well, you know, whenever I see Anastasia, like I did in makeup just now, I think of that great number of hers, out of love.
Yes.
And so whenever I see her, I think of drama and fabulousness and everything. And whenever I see Brendan, I think, why are you wearing pink shorts? But the two of them together, it just works, doesn't it?
Just works.
Absolutely.
He
They gave
is
me a
your
little
boy.
sneaky peek back there as well, Anastasia did. So
Did
and
you
it
get to
looks
see a little bit?
really good.
He's your boy.
He's
You
my
danced with
boy.
him. You got to the final. I remember he rolled you on the ground. That was amazing.
Don't talk about that moment. That was my finest moment.
How is he doing? Are you enjoying watching him, Lisa?
I love watching him. Yes, I got really very scared when I heard that he wasn't very well and I was panicking. But it's so good that he's back. He's on form. They both are. It's going to be a really special performance.
Exciting.
I mean, she's done lots of fun dances, hasn't she, Daisy? So this is going to be more dramatic, isn't it?
Yes, Anastasia.
Anastasia, I
Yes,
mean.
yes. No,
Oh,
no,
Daisy,
no, that's
sorry,
it.
I'm
It's all right, darling. You're off on one of your tours.
I'm in Grantham.
Grantham, it's a lovely, lovely place. Claudia and AJ are doing an American Smooth this weekend. The judges gave a bit of a hard time about their rapid samba. Some of them loved it, though. American Smooth, this could be a classic for them. Elaine, have a look at them in training and tell me, what do you think, my darling?
Well, I think she's rather lovely. I mean, I'm backing the short people, you see. Short people got no reason to live.
Let's just hang on the show.
No, I think she's really rather marvellous. Even though she's littler than me. I couldn't believe her. I just saw her in the dressing room. And I think she's wonderful. She's got a beautiful line about her, and lovely arch to her back and all that kind of thing. So I think, you know, you never know. It could be a first. We could actually see a somersault, first time ever, in the American Smooth.
Yeah, oh, my goodness.
Because she's very loose, isn't she?
Are you allowed to do that?
You can do
Loose as in body.
Can you do lifts in American Smooth?
You could do anything in American Smooth.
Yeah, she's going to be amazing in the lift, isn't she?
It's going to be good.
Somersault lift.
Somersault lift. Oh, that sounds like juggling. OK, Louise and Kevin, they're doing a Charleston this week. Could this be the dance that gives Len that wow factor that he's after from these two? Look,
love the music.
It's brilliant,
Well,
isn't
Louise,
it?
they're always harping on, aren't they, about how she doesn't give enough or something.
Yes.
And I think this is clearly, look, you can see she's going to do it this week. She's going to show that she's got that fire in her belly, don't you?
They've got incredible outfits as well.
Are they?
Comic supervillains.
Len has obviously not seen one of Louise's greatest hits, which was that great number called Naked.
Oh, yes.
Do you remember that? I'm going back here.
Yeah,
But that wonderful Naked, well, she gave everything, Len. And so she needs to do something naked.
That would be a
Get the words to Louise now. Let somebody call her
Louise
up.
be like, what's this about Russell Grant?
I played it at Warwick Services is where I found it.
I'm just so envious.
So surreal.
that she's doing the Charleston.
You never got to do a Charleston. I didn't
No, you
either. I'm so
didn't.
jealous.
It's such a fun dance.
Should we just do one? Can we be in the
just you and
greatest
me.
hit show? I mean, I wasn't the greatest hit. But, you know,
We could dance together and do a little
Let's do a
happy
little
number.
Right,
I did one at
I'll
the
be on the blower.
Palladium.
She'll be like, Zoe who?
Yeah, too.
Laura and Giovanni, they're doing a tango this week. She
I
couldn't
love
perform last
Giovanni.
week because of her ankle. You love Giovanni, I know.
Well,
he
he's
loves you
so,
too.
He's so...
Could
yeah.
this put them back, you know, can they get back into running with this dance? Let's have a look.
I want to see how she's getting on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
track.
love the number.
Yeah. Rolling Stones.
This is
Painted
great.
Black. How does this look to you, Lisa? You're observing very closely.
I am. It looks good. I mean, it's really tricky when you've got injuries and you're dancing with injuries, and that unfortunately does happen. It's the nature of the beast. You're working so hard and you're using muscles that you're not used to doing, and it's relentless. It's a shame she's not training in her shoes, because then when you actually do get to train in your shoes or actually perform, it feels so different, and trainers you get a bit stuck sometimes.
I danced for 5 weeks with a knee brace, and I know what it's like. You have to keep wearing that so that when you come on the night, you've been rehearsing in the thing.
And you get used to it.
The feeling is the right feeling.
Yeah.
Okay. Have the right feeling.
Come back and let's talk about the boys in a little bit. Our Friday panel, ladies and gentlemen. Another slice of gossip from Gethin Jones, who earlier today heard some strange noises in Strictly a Star Bar and went off to investigate. You two behave.
Only behind the scenes at Strictly would you hear small talk like, how's your right foot swivel going and where's my cape? Let's see what these three have got to say 24 hours before their Halloween show. How's it going, guys? You like it?
Thank you. So, hello, here we are. Chloe passing my shelf with the beautiful one.
Yeah.
So, after you my questions. Okay. Chloe, your first year in Strictly. How you feel about Halloween?
Halloween. Now, I'm loving Halloween. This was the one I was most looking forward to the most because everyone gets dressed up and everyone changes character, so I'm so excited.
Are you getting a bit good at this? Leave it there for a second. We saw you yesterday being dressed up and with the makeup as well. You look like you're enjoying that a bit too much.
I was enjoying it way too much. And hopefully they may do it again for me this weekend. Who knows?
Why is Halloween so exciting, Pasha? Everyone gets so pumped up for it. It's such an exciting show, isn't it?
Well, first of all, it's complete transformation. You can be absolutely anything. And every year, well, for me, it's number 6, you become something else. Last year, I was a Frankenstein. It was fun. Where else I would become a Frankenstein in one day?
The best looking Frankenstein I've ever seen. Don't you agree?
I totally agree.
I thought you might. Gorka, how are you after last week? How did you enjoy dancing with Anastasia?
It was fantastic. I'm like very happy to be back on the dance floor, and especially in this occasion, like helping Brendan and Anastasia to like get through another week. So I'm very happy to be back. Yeah.
Okay, now it's just the 3 of us in here. It's quite quiet at the moment. Tell me, who's looking good? Who is? Come on. Don't sit on the fence. Who's looking good?
I saw a few of them, and I think everyone is pushing hard for this like special Halloween, so it's gonna be great.
Oh, keep sitting on the fence.
The ones I saw are very good.
Anyone else? No, you're not giving anything away. They're so good. Would you like to say goodbye and hand back to Zoe, please?
So this is everything from L3 Studios. See you next week.
I think we might be out of a job. Thank you, guys. Now, last week, with Brendan taken ill very dramatically, Gorka the Corker there stepped in to dance with Anastasia. She's back in Brendan's arms once more this week. But before we welcome them to the sofa, let's relive that romantic quick step one more time.
I love the verb, the renewed energy, light on your feet, great musicality.
Thought you performed it absolutely brilliantly.
It's mine!
Light and bright, fun and frivolous. Now, I don't want to upset Brendan, but your best dance.
Welcome.
I can't believe you played that in my presence.
Oh, I know. Well,
I'm
sorry.
I had to cheat on him.
I know.
It was his fault.
I know, but at least you're back together.
Yes,
Just
exactly.
some marriage guidance. That's great. Are you feeling better, Brendan?
I'm getting much better. I had a tough week, but I'm back in the game and looking forward to being back in the studio with this one.
He's a trooper.
Tomorrow.
I love your salmon shorts, by the way. Your quick step, Anastasia, that you're wearing in training, was absolutely dreamlike. It was like you're walking on air. I have to say, it was such a favourite. It was a real favourite of mine. Did you love dancing that?
I truly did. My grandfather, being that he was a Chicagoan, being that, you know, Frank was his guy, it just felt like it was so much more of a connection that I had with the song. And doing something cheeky and cute and very what I think Strictly is about is just the glamour and the West End of it all. I loved it.
And the transformation as well. You looked beautiful out there. Everything, the whole setting was just perfect.
He was like, your hair was amazing.
No, I went,
no,
your hair looked good, yeah. That's what, I didn't say your hair was amazing.
No, he did. He was very cute about it.
And, of course, it was your choreography there, Brendan. How did she do?
Incredibly well. I was very proud. It was very difficult sitting at home watching. I won't lie. It was hard being away from the whole show, but seeing you in another man's arms whilst dancing my quick step. I don't have a Spanish accent, and he's quite good looking as our Gorka, as I mentioned last week. So I was just very proud, and I think they did a very, very good job.
But we stayed in.
And you stayed in.
Stayed in with more of a score than I could get for you, but that's okay. I'm not bitter.
At all bitter about it. I mean, Len did say your best dance yet. I mean, what did you make of that? It's got to give you a huge confidence boost.
It gives me a good staple to come from, and I think the song itself was such a passionate song that I felt good. And this week I'm really excited about the song we have and Halloween. Are you kidding me? I'm an American. I know Halloween. Like I am Halloween.
In America, it's massive, isn't it? And we've kind of adopted it from you.
Oh, but like I would love to just show you American massiveness. I can't even believe you guys don't have candy corn here.
We don't have candy corn. What is candy corn?
I don't even know. I'm so upset.
No,
I'll show you one time soon and on my something.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention something I really loved in your routine was the little imaginary dog. Look, let's look back. There he is, Ruffles,
Inspired.
as he called him, and then Gorka sort of pets him, and that's all very lovely. And then, hang on a minute. What happened to
What did you
Ruffles?
do to my imaginary dog?
Well, I don't know. It's not an imaginary dog. I actually have a dog, so, you know. And it was a very big collar, though, so I wasn't quite sure if it was for a dog or something.
Okay.
But it was good. It was... Listen, our props department does well.
They do.
do well.
The props boys are amazing.
Give him a hand. Give him a hand.
And, of course, no sign of being in the dance-off. Hurrah for you. And I loved the fact that you were so subdued listening to the results.
Anastasia and
You know, I keep... When I said it out there, it felt so much bigger, and then I thought, my microphone, I'm probably killing their TVs at home. They're probably like... I was very scared that I was ruining people's eardrums.
But it's such a joy not to have to do the dance-off again.
Yes.
Yes, I loved it.
And Brenda's like, yes. OK, so this week, Halloween,
Yes.
Jive. It looks great. Bat out of hell. It's so fast, and I've had a little glimpse of what your costume might look like. What can you tell me? How's it all gone this week?
Oh, it's gone really well.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm super impressed with Brendan coming back and coming back with a jive. Are you kidding me?
You couldn't have shown Tuesday when I was wearing jeans. What's wrong with you?
It's the combination of the shorts and the trainers that I love.
He knew that probably would get used, and then he took off the trainers and used that. So
that's so classic.
Yeah.
I mean, also you're sort of working on. You know, you've had a chest infection, and the jive.
Monday
was so
was
serious.
tough. The pro dance this weekend, by the way, for the results show, is epic. I absolutely love it. I had to be back for that. Without doubt, and my lungs were bursting during that, and I finished that and went straight into rehearsal.
And he was like, I was like, "Are you okay?"
I'm coughing up a lung here. I'm definitely on the mend, and I'm really looking forward to this job. It's probably done me good to get the lungs working and blow them up. It was a lung infection. That is all. I'm back in the game.
People in the audience are like that. Oh,
no, he's here. He's here.
It's fine.
Yes.
Let's have a look at some of Brendan's looks on Halloween over the years.
Oh,
we're
yes.
having a funny look. Rocky Horror. There, you do a bald cap well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you really do.
What were you here as some kind of zombie?
Yes. I can't even remember that
I
one.
love Dracul at the end.
Both looks on either side. Rocky Horror, that was with Michelle Williams. I loved that dance. Had a good old Barney with Lynn after it. It was fantastic. It's one of my favourite dances I've ever done on Strictly, just for the look and everything. Halloween is one of the best shows you can do on television. We all love it. You get so involved in the character. Everybody, hair, makeup, costume, everybody comes together to make a phenomenal show production, and I'm looking forward to
this is a fun one.
Jive. Yeah. I cannot wait. The speed of it is incredible, and your outfits look brilliant. I'm looking forward to the size of your wings. We shall find out. Anastasia and Brendan back together again. Now, whilst we've been preparing for Halloween all week, for some people it's a lifestyle. It's time to welcome the Dark Lord of Strictly himself, Craig Revel-Horwood.
It was complete and absolute disaster, darling.
They love you, really.
Get them out. Get them all out.
Welcome back, Tyler. We've missed you on
I've
It
missed
Takes
you too.
Two. Thank you for coming to see us. How excited are you about Halloween?
Well, I do love to dress up,
We
darling.
know.
And it is a very good excuse to put a little bit of makeup on and a little bit of eyeliner, and I do like that. So I'm looking forward to myself doing that. I don't care really about the dancing, but
It's just all about the dressing up.
it's all about me.
Can you give us any clue as to what you lovely four judges will be dressing up as tomorrow night? I mean, we don't want to ruin it, but...
No, I have no idea. I did ask Len, and he said that he was wearing a cape and refused to wear the makeup. And I said, well, I want everything.
Give me his makeup.
So I'm having all of their makeup put on me. I don't know what I'm going to be yet, but
It will be
it's
divine.
bound to be divine and possibly very, very ugly.
Oh, I can't wait. Now, as it's Halloween, I thought maybe we should mention the fallen, the casualties of Strictly who have left us. Were there anybody, because we haven't had a chance to talk to you, anybody gone you felt too soon, perhaps?
Well, there's always people from the beginning, I think. You know, you really don't want to lose anyone. And we've had such an amazing, eclectic and wonderful group this year that I didn't really actually want to lose any of them because they all had personalities. Tamika is someone that I really wanted to stay because I loved her personality and I really want to see her do really well and get, you know, through. But you can't, I guess you can't, as a judge, say that. I mean, I can in hindsight, but it's, they've all done so brilliantly well. And, of course, you know, I wish them luck in the world of dance, wherever they may end up. Somewhere in the dance gutter, I expect.
It's so charming. I did get a nice message from Tamika Nutshell. We blow her lots of kisses. What the celebrities might be watching the show. They'll be listening to hear what you say. What are you looking for this weekend? I mean, we've got the wigs and the hair and the concepts.
Yes.
What are you looking for in the dancing?
Well, looking forward to seeing people shine through being able to release themselves through the mask.
Yeah.
Because you get dressed up, you do become someone else. And I think that frees you and makes you less nervous about doing the dance. It's like putting a mask on, no one can recognise me. You can go absolutely out, right, bold and brilliant, and it does release a little bit of tension and nervousness. So I'm hoping that they go with the flow of Halloween and enjoy wearing the mask because it's the last time, I guess, they'll get to be masked. Yeah, exactly. So I would encourage them to really go full out and not worry too much about, you know, express themselves through the characterisation, I think is what I'm saying.
Excited. Just checking, your 10 paddle is definitely under there, isn't it? You have checked, it's definitely there.
I saw it
once. In the final last year. What's your all-time favourite Halloween routine?
Well, I love anyone that can look good green, darling. So Frankie Bridge, for me, was amazing.
I know.
When she did Defying Gravity. I've never seen someone that looked great green.
Never.
And,
No,
I mean, I was shocked backstage when I walked past. I went, you look absolutely gorgeous green. I would stick with that base, darling, for day wear. I really would.
Oh, and then she came down and did that dance, and it just... And
fantastic.
you're right, the character, she
the character gave her strength. She didn't get a perfect score, but that wasn't the point. The point is she got a character over, and she really committed to it, and it was wonderful.
Ed Balls, you've given him 2s the last 2 weeks. What can he do to improve those scores with you? Because he is trying so hard.
Well, not get it wrong.
OK.
To begin with. He is trying hard, and I know that he is determined.
Yeah.
And I love that in people. I loved it in John Sargent. I loved it in Anne Widdecombe, believe it or not. I did, you know, and I've loved it in people that try hard, and he really does try hard. It's just what happens on the night. You might have a wonderful, wonderful rehearsal, and then once you're suddenly in front of 12 million people, it can become nerve-wracking and a disaster. And it's lifts about timing, not strength. So if you throw someone up, you need to catch them.
Ideally, yes. I would say so. Now, whilst you're here, and as it's Halloween, we thought we'd play a little game. It's a game I like to call Horwood's Horrible Histories. Yes, the game is really simple. We're going to play some of your most horrible one-liners, and all you need to do is tell us which Strictly star you were referring to.
This is going to be terrible. I'll never remember.
Tables turned now. Let's have Craig's first brutal put-down, please.
You are an exception to the rule that anyone can learn to dance. Well, that could be 10 people.
I know, could be anyone, actually.
I know, I remember saying it, but I can't remember who to.
No idea? A little guess?
Judy Murray? No?
No, I'm afraid you're wrong. It was actually Scott Mills.
Oh!
Here he is.
Yes.
It was his and Joanne's American Smooth Week 4 back in 2014, and you gave him the great score of 2. Bless him, Scott. It probably wasn't his best. Right, next up, it's this zinger. Good luck.
Lifeless, lacklustre, laboured. It really was. The only good thing about that for me was the end.
So funny. Any idea?
Julian Clary?
Julian Clary? Let's find out. No,
Oh.
it was Heather
Oh,
Small,
no.
partnered with Brian Fortuna in 2008. Their Samba, week 5, a measly 4 points from you. That's not bad from you, actually.
That's
I have
actually
to
a really
say.
good score.
That's a good score.
These are really nice comments, actually.
Time for just one more. Let's make it a goodie.
You also had this bizarre sort of vacant look on your face that resembled someone that had just been lobotomised.
Come on, Craig, really?
That's Judy Murray.
That is Judy Murray, you're right! It was Judy Murray, partnered with Anton in Series 12. You scored her a 4 for this tango. Oh, we loved Judy Murray. And well done, you managed to get 1 out of 3, Craig.
No, that's not
A massive thank you to Craig Revelhood, or Craig Devilhood, as you call it. Have a great show tomorrow night, Craig!
Thank you, Georgia.
Our next couples routines this series have already had more suspense than Psycho, more jumps than The Exorcist, and more tears than the Blair Witch Project. I can't wait to see what they have in store for Halloween. It's Ori and Joanne.
It was quiet, it was calm, and it was sophisticated. You have a connection between the two and the music that is outstanding. It's so wonderful to see.
There was Rise and Fall in there, which was absolutely delicious. You're just incredible.
Welcome, loving the outfits tonight. And happy birthday, Joe. It's your birthday this week. Did he spoil you?
He actually got me a mug with Mr. Tickle on because that's what I said he looked like when he ran towards me in the wall.
Yeah, yeah, it was a little bit wavy initially. It needed work. Yeah.
I like that, though. Waltzing to Whitney, it was wonderful, I have to say. Hashtag moment, I felt. Was it a little moment for you there?
Right at the end, and this won't surprise you, I really had to keep the tears in.
Oh,
I mean, come on, that song, that dance, this one, In Your Arms, and no, I nearly went again, which would have been 3 weeks in a row, and that would have had me off the show.
I know.
You know, just for the guy who can't hack it.
Do we like a man who cries, though? Yes, I think so. The men are all like, no, we don't like
what are
that.
you talking about?
Great feedback from all the judges, and Craig said, you're just incredible. Craig Revelhood said that about you.
What?
I mean, does that even compute?
He's here, isn't he?
He is.
I mean, I love Craig.
We all do, Craig.
Yes. No, I was genuinely worried because we went on after Ed and Catch's lift, right? And he tore into them a little bit, I think it's fair to say. So I was just worried that if we put a step wrong, that we might have got the Craig treatment. So to have him say it was incredible was just mind-blowing.
So we're all just like,
wow. Say that. Bruno, Joe, was talking about the amazing connection and chemistry between you. Now, is that something you have to work on, or is that something that just comes naturally with some?
well, definitely with us, it definitely comes naturally. But then again, all my partners, Russell, who's here tonight, I mean, we still have sleepovers and we watch Barbara Streisand on a clear day. And, but the same thing with us, we don't have
invited to the sleepover?
No, we just...
I love Barbara Streisand.
But we got on from the very beginning, didn't we? As soon as we got partnered up with the kind of little dance that we did towards each other, you know, we just connected. It was a great
perfect.
Immediate friendship. It was
Top of the leaderboard 2 weeks in a row. How is it? I know. How is it up in the heady heights? And are you worried about coming down again?
You're always worried about coming down again because there is only one way to go, and it is down. Now, I think I was more stunned to have the scores that we did. So, you know, what was that? 2 weeks in a row that we were top of the leaderboard. And I think I started this show just because I love it and I wanted to get the chance to dance. So for us to be leading the way was just like, well, it's taken me some time to get my head around it.
But
It's
we've
been
had
a bit
the
unreal.
talk. We've had the talk that we're just going to carry on doing the same thing and not think about top of the leaderboard or results or letting that get to us.
Yeah.
We've said we're just going to go out and we can just practice as hard as we do every day and just dance the best we can because everything else is out of our control.
Right.
It is.
I like she's good, isn't she?
You like the lecture?
I know. I
get
feel
that
like
most
I
days.
need a Joe to call me every day and tell me that it's all going to be brilliant. Now, Joe, just to update you, in the 2016 Battle of the Cliftons, I thought you might like to know, we've invented this, obviously, to know your scores, how they're measuring up against your little brother, Kevin.
Yes.
Oh, is he big brother?
Big brother.
Now, he and Louise have so far scored 160 their first 5 dances. I can reveal that you and Ore have scored 164.
Yes! I hope he's watching. Are you watching? Are you watching, Kev? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
And calm down. Remember what you said every week, because it counts. Every week
It's not about that. We're nearly halfway through. Did you ever realise, Ori, that you would fall so hard for dance? I mean, you've just embraced it so brilliantly.
No, I think I always knew I'd feel like this about dancing. I never knew I'd be able to do it. My wife is probably the most stunned out of everyone in our support team, because she's like, who are you? I've been with you for 5.5 years. I've never seen any of this. So no, I wake up, and that's the problem actually, because I wake up every morning and go, oh, I'm dancing today. And she goes, I'm going to the office. So no, I've just absolutely fallen in love with it, and to get to do it with someone that you really get on with. I mean, will I come to the sleepover next time?
I don't know, we'll ask Russell.
We'll have to ask Russell. We'll have to ask Russell for the invite.
Charleston next for you this weekend to I Want Candy by Bow Wow Wow. You probably weren't alive when that was out. Let's have a look at you in training. How's it gone this week, Joe?
Well, it was tough to start off with because you couldn't swivel, and all I'm thinking is Craig's going to just be looking for that. Well, they all are, but Craig always says about it in the Charleston. And, you know, we had a tough time getting them swivels in, but you seem to have picked it up.
It's the hardest dance I think there is to learn. I've never been more frustrated than I have been this week, but at the same time had the same hilarity. To have those two worlds going back to back is a bit crazy. But no, it's been frustrating. But I think when it all comes together, because it is a bit, hold on, swivel, top half, bottom half, it's all a bit crazy. When it comes together, hopefully it will be spectacular, if I may pun you right there.
Your outfits and everything will be great. We all adore them, don't we? Good luck this weekend. Orange Johan! Oh, sorry. Hello?
Do you like scary dances?
Sorry, will this take long because I'm in the middle of a live show?
I know. I'm watching you right now.
Oh, right. Sorry, it's a fan.
What's your favourite Halloween routine, Zoe?
Well, do you know, that's quite hard because there's just so many. I kind of quite liked it when Georgia and Giovanni did Ghostbusters. Anyway, I really need to take this call. Whilst we have a little chat, you go and enjoy your guide to Strictly Halloween with Karen Clifton. I heard it's devilishly good. Hello, honey. Now, what were you saying?
Put your fake blood on and get your pumpkins ready because it's time to organize a killer Halloween party. And what better way to find mad party ideas than to look back at some of the most magical Halloween performances Strictly has ever seen. Welcome to my spooky selection. Whether you're into ghosts or goblins, no Halloween party is ever complete without an outrageous outfit, which will leave your friends bewitched or bewildered. So first up, let's talk costume and makeup. And we need to start with this bloodthirsty zombie dancing to a Michael Jackson classic. Yes, it's our very own Jeremy Vine performing a thrilling salsa with, hang on a second, it's me. His Halloween transformation even impressed the judges, and his ghoulish tricks gave us all a big treat. Next up, a pair of sexy yummy mummies dancing the samba to Take Your Mama. It's Helen George and her partner Ali Ash with their wicked performance that could certainly bring the dead back to life. To make your Halloween party a success, make sure you surprise your guests with a big entrance, and flying in would be my preferred option. Look at this spectacular landing. It's Strictly Space Matador Mark Benton performing the Cosmic Paso Doble with his partner Iveta. Mark could easily get any party started. How do you start this thing? And who is this friendly witch flying in from the skies? It's Lulu and her partner Brendan performing the Paso Doble to Highway to Hell in 2011. With her theatrical entrance and wicked routine, she needed no witchcraft to deliver a spine-tingling performance. The magic of the Halloween party is that you can use magic. Kelly Bright was certainly under the spell of her partner, Harry Potter, while they performed this stunning pas double to Schools Out. This routine took off like a Nimbus 2000, and Kelly went on to become a finalist. Back to the dark side, it's Scott Mills as Uncle Fester performing the foxtrot with his partner, Joanne. But his kooky moves weren't magical enough for our judges. This entertaining dance, in fact, was the nail in the coffin for Scott, and he was eliminated that very weekend. And of course, if you want to have a truly amazing party, let go and dance like nobody's watching. Want to dance? Michelle Williams certainly knows how to let loose. Look at her mad jive routine to the time warp in 2010. And check out Brendan. This may have been the best he's ever looked. That's it for now, kids. I hope I've inspired you with some of the most magical Halloween moments in Strictly's history. Have a smashing Halloween party. Bye-bye.
Oh, Brendan in that halfway thing was just genius. Right, time now to talk about the boys of the competition. Welcome back, Elaine, Russell and Lisa, our Friday panel. The sound of the Barbara Streisand sleepovers, by the way, sound amazing.
Oh, yeah, did you know about that?
No one called me. Ed and
Joanne and me, I'll tell you later.
They obviously had a bit of a fright night last week when he nearly dropped her with the lift. You know,
that was terrifying. I was like,
the whole country was on the edge of their seat. But he's the last one to do the cha-cha-cha this weekend, and I know he has put in the hours. He's trying so hard. He was showing me his New Yorkers the other day, and they were very good. What are we thinking, Russell? Will this be a good one for Ed?
Well, I'm thinking why I saw last week's on the Daily Politics with Andrew Neil. They keep playing him in politics programmes.
They do.
So I love Katya.
Yeah. You love Katya. Oh, does that mean you're not sure about Ed?
And he's doing ever so well.
He is doing
I
brilliantly.
think it's going to be tricky, though, for a bloke, isn't it? The cha-cha-cha.
Well, I loved it.
Well, I loved it.
You know, you loved it.
I
loved
it. Straight legs and things.
Yeah, and going on the second beat.
Oh, yeah.
That's
One,
right,
two,
right.
cha-cha-cha.
Somebody who was very good at the cha-cha-cha was Lisa. I remember you were amazing at it. I mean, Elaine, yeah, how tricky is it? You've learnt it with Pasha.
Well, for a girl, it's tricky. I don't know if it's the same for the guys, but you had to sort of keep straight knees and straight legs and things, and all in the hips. But I do think Ed, he seems to kind of, doesn't he, when he does, he's kind of got his hands up and he sort of minces about a bit. I think he'll be quite good with his hips.
Yes,
well,
I think so. Russell's not convinced at all. Russell's not keen. I'm getting...
I love Katya.
Love You're terrible. Oh, no, he's funny. Greg and Natalie. Now, last week they had their lowest score of the competition so far. He's a bit heartbroken. It was a cha-cha-cha. But this week it's a rumba, and he's actually really enjoying this dance, and he's working very hard. Now, Lisa, what do you think? Can they fare better with this dance?
I really, really hope so. But the only problem, unfortunately, for Greg is that the rumba's got the same sort of technique as the cha-cha. It's the straight leg, it's the hips, it's all of this sort of thing. So hopefully, week 2 of kind of doing this sort of style dance, he may be better at it, because obviously last week it wasn't his dance, and he admitted to that. And Craig was very, very clear on
we
that.
We find that, though, don't we, on the show, that you're either Latin or you're ballroom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which did you prefer?
I love Latin, but I got my highest marks with ballroom. Isn't that ridiculous?
Go. Yeah, I was scared of Latin. You were very good at Latin.
I only got good at Latin at the end. Very, very... just, it took so long.
Tricky.
It's so tricky.
On to Judge Rinda and Oksana. It's a paso doble for them this week.
It's going to be wonderful.
Here he goes. Yeah, Elaine, you're sounding hopeful here.
I am hopeful because, you know, He's very passionate, isn't he, as you can see? And he gets a bit overexcited and everything. So I think we're going to need his sort of more... He's got to call on his judge qualities this week, hasn't he? And
I
control
think
himself.
so. In case you're wondering what he's wearing, he's being a moth, which Oksana said obviously it was the male version of a butterfly.
Great number, though.
Great number, Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga,
Perfect.
Baby, I Was Born This Way. I last did that in Panto. It was our finale, and I loved
Which Panto was that?
Oh, that was Waterside Aylesbury. I'm not there this year. I'm at the Theatre Audrey. November 13th. I'm not there for Panto. They don't do Panto.
And Joanne are doing
top, by the way, Judge Rinder.
Yeah, he's not wearing a top because it's Paso and it's
So
being
that
a
was
moth.
his skin?
That is his skin.
Is he actually going to be with his top off then?
No idea.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't look bad, though, with that off, does it? OK, Ori and Joanne in their Charleston. Here they are. He's had trouble with his swivel, but I think he's got it now.
Swivel. Oh,
what do we
look.
think, Rusty?
I just love these two. I mean, you know, Singing in the Rain, those wonderful musicals. I mean, it was just amazing. But Ori, for me, even though Jo, of course, she's my showbiz daughter.
Yes.
Ori, for me, is just getting every week better and better. It is just, he's taking to it, and it's wonderful to watch.
He's natural, isn't he? He's just got natural flair and style.
And fun. They're two mischievous pixies, those two, aren't they?
The mischievous pixies.
He's amazing to watch. So fun to watch.
Watching them. OK, Danny and Oti are doing a foxtrot. Little known fact, actually, Lisa here and Rachel Stevens are the only people to ever get full marks for foxtrot. Well done. Hold that. Here he is in training. Lisa, as an expert, how does this look to you?
Do you know what? I think Danny dances really beautifully every week, you know, and he hasn't got a 10 yet. I know that. He hasn't. They're making him work really hard for it. But that's good, because then you push yourself even harder. He looks good. He looks good. He's a natural.
Yeah, the way he holds himself.
Lovely line.
Absolutely.
Like last week with his Rumba, he was all a bit like, oh, hello.
I would have given him 10s the last 2 weeks, and it is that thing, isn't it? Holding out, and when it comes, it will be like.
Maybe it's this week. Maybe it is.
Do you think it could be this week?
Could be. Why not?
Could be. Russell, you were really good at foxtrot as well. You've seen that. What can you? Highest scores with Flavia.
I don't know how the heck I did it. It was all to do with Flavia, but it was a great number. Don't rain on my parade. You are Mrs. Streisand. You are the Mrs. Streisand fan club on here.
I am the one person.
And it was a great number to do, but Flavia, of course, was just divine.
OK, well,
and remains so.
I know, and remains so. We miss her and Vincent.
Yeah. We do.
We've seen them all in action now. We must now discuss who is going home, who's going through the trap door on Sunday. Elaine Page, who's saying sayonara.
Oh, lordy, I don't know. It's tricky, you know. This year, as I know everybody keeps saying it, but the standard is particularly high, isn't it?
Yes. Go on, give us a name, EP. Give us a name.
No, I don't like to do that. I mean, I can't really think who it
Don't
might
worry,
be.
it's like...
I'm caught sitting on the fence.
OK,
right
Russell, who's going home?
Do you know, out of that lot, I love Katya.
Lisa, who's going home?
I can't possibly say until I've seen the whole evening.
Oh, goodness me. It is time now to check in for an update on our couples training. But who's going to be frighteningly good and who should be scared for their lives? They're so naughty. Here's how Louise, Ed and Claudia have been getting on.
This week we're dancing the Charleston, and I think it's completely different to anything that we've done so far.
It is incredibly fast. I'm so tired already. Shattered.
It's all going to be about stamina and energy. There's loads of steps to remember, and you're doing them at such high speed.
I'm really feeling my age today. This week, I'm in it to win it.
You can go out there and tear the roof off with a performance.
I've got to just throw everything I've got at this.
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 1.
I'm really worried about doing a cha-cha. I mean, I've always thought this is going to be quite hard for me. My hips don't really move in this way, but it's Halloween and you just got to go for it.
Very good. Yes. Let's think about your bump, chicks. He's created some really good lines today when we're going to the New Yorkers. One. Quite impressed.
Cha-cha, one. The things for me will be to be as light and graceful and beautiful as Katya, and that's not really Basil.
even after last week, I still got full trust in him, and I'm sure we can pull it out.
Training is going great. The American Smooth is going smoothly.
7, 8.
The routine's coming together. Claudia's starting to understand it, which is always helpful.
I am doing a lot of work in this, so it's not just all on AJ this time.
It's a mix of being really elegant, this routine, and also being really vicious, because obviously I'm a witch, so it's hard to find that balance, but I think we're doing really well.
We're working really hard on the lifts because they're so difficult. I've got to cling on to him for dear life, and hopefully it'll go right on Saturday night.
Time now for our final trip to Elstree. Earlier today, we sent Gethin Jones on a mission to track down intel from the stars of Strictly.
That's a frightening thought on Halloween, isn't it? But let's see what other horrors lie behind the doors at Elstree. Let's see who's in here. Come in. Oh, I think it's Daisy and Aliash. Enjoying a bit of a coffee and breakfast. How's it going?
Hello.
Hello. Nice to see you. What's for breakfast, Daisy?
I really enjoy cereal in a mug now in my Elstree studio days.
Hey, Strictly's glamorous though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
On Monday's show, you were talking about the Paso. You seemed up to date and ready for it. How are you feeling 24 hours before?
Oh, I'm excited to do it, actually. I'm really excited to get dancing, get on that dance floor and smash it out this week.
Who's winning, the Paso or the Cape or Daisy?
Daisy, always Daisy. We actually named the... Yeah, go on.
Don't you kind of win? Oh, I win from the floor.
You win from the floor.
Okay, cool.
You win from the floor.
That's the story, is it?
I just decided I'm going to change the end of the dance.
Genuine?
No.
I'd hate that 24 hours before. I know your family are loving this. I believe you've got some family members in this weekend.
Yeah, I've got Grandma in this weekend. It's the first. She comes every single. Yeah, she comes every week to rehearsals every Thursday to see how the dance is looking. But she also has been in the green room every weekend, and so this weekend is. She always said that she would only come in the audience if I made it to Halloween, and we made it, and so she's in the audience this week.
What does she make of this man here? Because I know there's no lifts allowed in the Paso, is there? No. Have you haven't put a lift in, have you? You're thinking about it.
No, I didn't. Actually, on our first Latin dance, which was cha-cha-cha, obviously you can't do lifts, but there was a little sort of a swooshy up from the floor moment, and Len did pick up on it, and out of all the people, the one that was the least impressed was her grandma.
Because actually, I have to say, my grandma didn't want me partnered with Brendan because she said, oh, no, you can't have that Brendan because he does illegal lifts.
So here I am doing illegal lifts. There you go.
And she really gave you a talking to during our rumba as well, didn't she?
Really?
She did.
You've got to behave for grandma.
I am now, so no lift, I promise, Grandma.
Yeah. It's Halloween as well. It's always spectacular. The sets look fantastic. Are you looking forward to getting out there tomorrow night?
I am really looking forward to getting on the dance floor tomorrow night. I can't wait. It's the Paso particularly is so strong and tough, and I'm not great at being tough, but I'm learning, so...
On Monday you were not, but I think today you are.
I know you're going to be fabulous as always. Thanks very much. I'll let you get back to your breakfast.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
That is it for tonight. Thank you to all of my guests. Don't miss tomorrow night Strictly with Tess and Claude at 6:45 on BBC One. I'm back on Monday with the next couple to fall foul of Strictly's Grim Reaper. Now it's time for the Overtones, who are to start their Christmas tour very soon, playing us out with the Monster Mash. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight, for my monster on his slab began to rise. Then suddenly, to my surprise, he did the mash. He did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash, and it caught on in a flash. Oh yes, he did the monster mash. He did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. He did the mash. And it caught on in a flash. Yeah, he did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes. Yeah, they did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash, and it caught on in a flash. rocking, all were digging the sound. Eagle on the chains, backed by his hound. Strictly Come Dancing was about to arrive with their local group, the Overtones 5. Yeah. We did the Monster Mash. Oh, it was a graveyard smash. And it caught on in a flash. Oh, we did the Monster Mash. Clap your hands now. We did the Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. And it caught on in a flash. Yeah, we did the Monster Mash. We did the Monster Mash. Oh, it was a graveyard smash. And it caught on in a flash. Yeah, we did the Monster Mash. Whoa.
Mum, we're supposed to be making our own, like, tape.
I used to do a joke about waiting for Lenny Henry to die so that I could get on TV.
I hate that joke. What is that joke? There can be only one.
Black and